Hey guys, this is Steve at stevephoto.com, and I am here today. I am going to give you a little overview of the Epson V700 photo scanner. I bought this a few weeks ago after trying out the V500, which I'm giving away in my film contest. So be sure to enter that. There's only a few days left to enter. I think there's like 170 entries so far. So by the time it's all said and done, you probably have a 1 in 200 shot of winning the Epson V500. But for today, I want to give a quick overview of the Epson V700. I'm going to show you a little bit what it looks like. I'm going to show you how it works, what software I use with it, and the settings I use as well when I scan. Here's my temporary desk. I'm getting ready to move cross country, so I've got a lot of things packed up, but here's the V700. There's the iMac, which I love. The 27-inch iMac quad-core processor. Amazing computer if you're doing digital photography or scanning like I'm doing here. I'm a big Apple fan. As you can see, there's my iPhone and my iPad sitting over there. But anyway, we're talking today about the V700 scanner. It's a very attractive machine. It's pretty large though. As you can see, there's the huge iMac and the scanner. It shows you how big it is. It's a pretty hefty machine. You have the lid up top, and when you open it up, you will see the film scanner, or the film holder. This is what holds the 35mm film. Now, the scanner also comes with a medium format film holder as well as a slide holder, which I haven't even unpacked because I am not using that type of film right now. So I'm going to go over how I load the 35mm film scanner and show you how we can get started with this. Okay, so here's the film holder. Basically, it's kind of cheap and chintzy. I know you can find better ones online, but for now, this is what comes with the scanner. So I'm going to show you what to do. You take these two little things off. They snap right off. And you get your film. Now, when you shoot film, if you want to scan it at home and have the least amount of money to spend on doing this, take your film to a drugstore like Walgreens, CVS, or whatever stores are in your area, your country, or whatever, and tell them you just want processing. You just want the negatives. This costs me $2 plus tax, so it's like $2.15. And then I tell them not to cut the negatives. They give it to me in a roll. So when I get home, I cut them to where there's 6 frames in each negative. And that is the perfect size for the film holder of the Epson V700. Basically, you just slide them in. There's little notches here. You put it under the notch. Okay, and the way you put them in is face down. So if I'm holding the film up, okay, here's the front. This is some Ilford XP2. This is the emulsion side, so you want that face down. And I can tell because if I read, it says Ilford XP2 right there. So you want to put it face down. Pretty much, here's a diagram of how you want it. The first frame there. This way it will ensure that you get the best scanning. So I'm just going to load up another one here. So I'm sliding it under. Okay. We're putting it in. I don't know if I have any more of those out. These are color over here. I have some other negatives with their color. So we're just going to do these 3. So then you take this cover and you snap it right back in. Snaps in very easy. You just make sure it's all snapped in and pressing down on the film. We'll get the other one in there. Very simple. Snap it on in. There we go. So what this does now is it holds your film down. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in the scanner, and there's 2 holes here, one here and one here, and there's 2 holes, or there's 2 pegs on the holder. You just insert those pegs into the holes right where the arrows line up, and you're good. So I'm going to close the scanner, and I need to turn it on. You can hear it starting up. It takes a couple minutes to warm up when you first turn it on, so we're going to go direct to the scanning software and I'll show you exactly what I do.
All right, here I am again. I decided to show you both. I'm going to show you a scan, the same scan made with Epson Scan, which came with the scanner, as well as Silverfast SE, which also came bundled with the V700. I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So first, I have Epson Scan opened up here, and I have film with film holder as a document type. I'm in professional mode. Black and white negative film in 16-bit grayscale at 2400 DPI. I'm going to hit the preview. It's doing a preview scan. So we now have the preview loaded, and it already knew it was black and white film. So I'm going to find one here, the goofy one of my son here. Now what we have here under the adjustments, like I said, I already have it set to 2400 DPI, and there's a reason for that. 2400 DPI, in my opinion, gives you the best quality you can get out of the Epson V700. You can go to higher DPI, but you're not going to get a sharper image or more detail. In my opinion, it maxes out at 2400. Also note, in Epson Scan, we can do 16-bit grayscale, 48-bit color. So I'm going to do 16-bit grayscale, 2400 DPI, and here are some settings. Here's an auto exposure button. Here's a level adjustment. You can set your own levels, but it's set to where the scanner thinks it should be. You can also set the curves. Just like a digital image, you can adjust the curves, and you can see it changing over here as I change it. So there we go. And down here, if we scroll down, let's expand this a bit. If we scroll down, I have the unsharp mask on to medium, which I like to use actually. And I'm not using grain reduction, color restoration, backlight correction, or dust removal or digital ice. Now digital ice can work if you have a dirty negative. It takes away the dust and the scratches, but it takes forever. And I can do this much quicker in Photoshop. So I'm going to scan it right now. It's going to ask me where I want to save it to. I have a folder set up here where I was doing some scans with the V500 and the V700. And I am going to save this as Brandon, because it's my son. I am just saving it as a JPEG under high quality, compression level 3. Now you can save it as a TIFF. If I was going to print, I would save it as a TIFF. Embed ICC profile, I have that to off. So here we go. We're going to scan the image and see how long it takes for the Epson Scan software to scan one frame of black and white film using no noise reduction, none of the filters, using no digital ice, and so forth.